Assalamu Alaikum wa Rahmatullahi wa Barakatuhu. I am against late marriages. I am really against late marriages. In a world that tells you to delay, to enjoy life before settling down, one question remains. Is delaying marriage truly wise in a hypersexualized culture? Is postponing one of the most sacred unions we can experience actually helping us? Or are we setting ourselves up for harm, pain, and regret? Today, let's explore why marriage shouldn't be delayed, especially in today's world, and why the teachings of Islam and psychology both tell us that early marriage may be the answer we're all looking for. The human need for intimacy. We all know it. Puberty hits early, and with it, emotional and physical desires start to bloom. By the age of 13 or 14, many young people already face urges that can be overwhelming. And what does Islam say about this? In Sahih al-Bukhari, the Prophet Muhammad told us, "O young men, those among you who can support a wife should marry, for it restrains the eyes from casting evil glances and preserves one from immorality." Sahih al-Bukhari 5066. Notice the emphasis on young men. This wasn't advice for later in life, but for now. This is a powerful reminder that desires don't wait for you to hit your 30s. Islam, acknowledging the reality of human needs, doesn't shame us for these feelings. Instead, it guides us to channel them in a healthy, halal, permissible way, through marriage. Psychological impacts of delaying marriage. But what happens if we ignore this guidance? If we delay marriage because we're caught in the false belief that I'm not ready yet, or I'll enjoy life first? The consequences are severe. Psychologically, the longer you delay marriage, especially in a society that thrives on hypersexualized content, the greater the risk of increased anxiety and depression, addiction to adult content, guilt after engaging in forbidden acts, weak or fleeting relationships. The Journal of Adolescent Health published a study in 2021 showing that prolonged exposure to hypersexual content can lead to distorted views of relationships and intimacy. But it doesn't end there. It also leads to emotional instability and low self-esteem. This is exactly why Islam encourages marriage, not as an afterthought, but as a preventative measure to shield us from the dangers of unchecked desires. The reality of fitnah. And let's talk about the fitnah, the trials that can mislead and destroy us if we don't safeguard ourselves. The Prophet warned us, "After me, I have not left any fitnah, trial, more harmful to men than women." Sahih al-Bukhari 5096. This isn't to demean women, but to highlight the strength of human desire. Islam doesn't deny that desires are strong. It simply offers a solution: marriage, and early marriage at that. We live in a world where temptation is everywhere. It's so easy to give in. But early marriage can be the shield that protects us from the fitna of this world. Society's double standards. Now let's talk about the double standards society presents. On one hand, we're told, don't rush into marriage. You have your whole life ahead of you. You deserve to explore your sexuality, enjoy your freedom, and figure things out before committing. But then, society also says, date freely. Sleep with who you want, when you want. Experience all the pleasures of life. And in the end, those who delay marriage often do not wait in purity. They simply delay commitment while indulging in temporary pleasures. The result? Emotional scars, a weakened sense of self, and regret. Early marriage doesn't mean immaturity. You might hear people say, but marriage too early is immature. You need to live and experience life first. But let's think about this critically. What's more immature? Facing life's challenges together with your spouse, learning and growing together, creating a future built on mutual faith and love. Or indulging in fleeting pleasures, only to settle down later when you're emotionally drained, distracted, and full of regrets. Early marriage doesn't mean immaturity. It's about maturity through responsibility. It's about growing together, building a life together, and starting early to establish a partnership that will last, inshallah. Building stronger, healthier families. Now, let's look at the positive impact of early marriage. When couples marry young and grow together, they have the opportunity to understand each other deeply, build a family while still physically and mentally vibrant. Share their goals and dreams, navigating life's challenges side by side. This isn't just a physical union, it's an emotional and spiritual one. It allows for stronger families, deeper bonds, and a legacy of peace. It's in this union that we find true intimacy, not the hollow, fleeting kind that society often promotes. Islam provides a complete solution. In Islam, marriage isn't just a social contract, it's a spiritual act. The Prophet said, "When a person gets married, he has completed half of his religion. Let him then fear Allah for the remaining half." Al-Bayhaqi, Shu'ab al-Iman, 5486. Think about that for a moment. Marriage is half of your faith. So why would you delay something that strengthens your connection with Allah, builds your emotional resilience, and enriches your life spiritually? Don't let the world trick you into thinking that delaying marriage is a path to freedom. True freedom lies in self-discipline. True peace comes from purity, and real love comes through commitment. Early marriage is not a burden. It's a blessing. It's a chance to build a life filled with love, stability, and a deep connection with Allah. So if you're ready, don't wait. Take the leap. Trust in Allah's plan, make dua, supplication, and move forward with confidence. Marriage at the right time is not something to fear. It's something to embrace. It is a gift from Allah. Remember, true strength lies in commitment. True joy comes from building together, from sharing faith, and from walking this life hand in hand with the person who completes you. So don't wait. Build your future today. And please, communicate with your parents. It's so important. In our culture, we don't have that friendly relationship between parents and children where kids can talk to their parents about their sexual needs. Like being able to say, "Mom, I'm feeling like this," or "Dad, I need to get married."